Now we come to the fourth part of part 2b, the life of sinners, their attributes. What are the attributes of sinners? Sinners are shameless. Is it not shamelessness that will make old and young people to come and gather before somebody's house to exhibit their foolishness, their sin, their sinful drive? It is shamelessness. So sinners are shameless. And that's why you hear some people, in my dialect, they must not hear that I do this. But sinners don't give a damn. They'll tell you I don't give a fuck. They tell you that because they have nothing at stake. They're sons of perdition. They don't care what God says about what they're doing. As long as at that moment they can get what they want, they're cool. Shameless. Sinners are shameless. Attributes of sinners. The second attribute of sinner is that they display evil boldness. I've not seen it. They have effrontery. What effrontery? Imagine this man coming to the house of Lot. They came to the house of Lot and they told him in verse 5a, they called to Lot and said to him, what are the men who came to you tonight? What is their business? What an effrontery to come to a man well established, well known in the city, asking him, who are the men that came to his house? Now they went further. Bring them out to us that we may know them carnally. That is audacity of the highest order. So you see, when we're talking about sinners, they put up this evil boldness, and you'll be asking, sin takes their brain, replaces it with stupidity, which they call effrontery and audacity. And at the height of it, they said that we may know them carnally. That is advanced shamelessness. So evil people, they display some characters that you begin to wonder that this is not normal. You begin to wonder, what gave you the impetus to behave that way? You begin to wonder because there is no rationale behind their audacity and effrontery, which is seen in the way they talk and the actions they make. They boldly and publicly make declarations of evil intention, as in case of this man saying we want to have carnal knowledge of the visitors. Is it normal? Somebody in their right senses to come and say it openly that this is the evil I'm doing and I want to do it again. That is the height of sinful nature beyond redemption. Sons of perdition. Sons of perdition are like, they behave like they have signed a pact with the devil and they move as such and talk as such. So those are the attributes of sinners. And we look at the third attribute here, they're obstinate, very stubborn. They rejected the offer given to them. They disrespected Lord, saying, look at this one. He came to sojourn in our land. Now he's behaving like a judge. That is verbal disrespect. They now said, we will move towards you and deal with you like we would have dealt with a man. That is physical molestation. That's why you hear the children in the world. I will enter you. You see, they have their own language. They're so obstinate. When you begin to hear that language, my change for my enter, I beg, borrow leg and move. You know that the devil has taken over them. That is the nature of sinful people. They have their language. They are ready to disrespect anyone. Regardless of who you are. A man sitting at the gate is somebody important in that land. A well-known man. And look at the way they treated him. So sinful people, they don't respect your status. They don't respect your age. They don't respect your pedigree. They don't respect your title. And they're ready to molest you if need be. They were aggressive. Sinful people are aggressive. We're talking about attributes of sinful people. The aggression this one displayed was like after molesting Lot, they moved towards the door as if to take over the door to attack the real man. You see, there are certain things evil people display, that people with some carnal minds like them will hail. You don't hail sons of perdition. Yes, you might be a sinner by your own right, by your own level, but when you see the chief of sinners, the sons of perdition, you know that you know that there is seniority in sin. So those seniors in sin are those who are beyond redemption, the sons of perdition. Let me use Lagos language. They deal with you sharply. You yourself will know. You will, in fact, you will respect yourself and move. May the Lord help us in Jesus' name. Another attribute, they do not value divine instruction. Life of a sinner, they don't value divine instruction. What do you expect of sons of men that are given to sodomy? Talking about the son-in-laws of Lot. Despite everything that happened that night, a good father-in-law he was. The following morning he went to town to tell his sons-in-law, the sons of the land committed, perverted, and given to evil, that see, escape. God is about to destroy this place. But they laughed the man to scorn. They are all given to that sin. So the fact that they're married to Lot's daughters doesn't even mean that they engage themselves. So what is it talking about? Which one did this old man they talk? So they don't value divine instruction. Sinners are the people you give spiritual warning and they say, you know, they trivialize spiritual things. They make you look like a fool. Those are sinners for you. So let us be careful. That brings us to the end of the second part of the Sunday school.